It's your girl Tiffany, Malicious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If y'all will be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it will be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply. Leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started. I hope y'all are doing well and feeling well as I said, so let's get to your overall messages. The first card you have here is your mother and father are not your real parents. Too many years I done paid the price. Why they gotta put all this drama in my life? Healing childhood trauma and cutting off toxic, fake, phony, fraudulent family. Never put your trust in mankind. They'll fail you every time. The higher ups are pulling the strings of all the puppets. Oppression. Forgive for yourself, but never forget and don't ever go back to nothing or nobody from the past. Black on black crime. Our lives don't matter amongst our own kind. You think you know someone until you find out their evil was hidden. Illuminati stealing minds, souls, and bodies. Once you're awake, it's hard to ever trust again. This world is evil and evil lives. Corruption within the government. Organized crime. Is it possible once a target, always a target? The hate is real, guys, okay? So a lot of messages to unpack here, okay? First and foremost, Spirit is wanting you to know that whoever it is that you were told or that you believe to be your mother and father are not your real parents, okay? I don't care, what they say, what they have done, what other people say. There's a lot of people who I feel like are in on this setup, this cover up, okay? And this goes far and beyond, like, say a person, like if you're a person who say no, you were adopted, okay, and your parents are not your real parents, this is not for you. This is for someone who you literally have been lied to. Like you grew up around people who was legit not your family. These people like literally just played this crisis acting role. You know what I'm saying? And they totally hid things from you, okay? You were never told that you were adopted. You were never told you were taken from anybody else. You were never told anything any different as it relates to your parents. The people that you were told were your parents, okay? But the fact of the matter is the parents that you think are your parents are not your real parents, collective, okay? And the interesting thing is they could have gotten people to maybe look similar to you, okay? For quite some time there's been something that has been going on. I don't even know what to really call it. I feel like it's like some kind of full moon, black magic, fucking identity swap ass shit going on or what have you. But I've been noticing a lot lately how they're doing some type of hocus pocus ass shit where you could be looking at one person and you know this person is such and such, but they are literally looking like somebody else, y'all, okay? I've seen this happen with regular everyday average Joe people and even like celebrities, okay? And popular people online and different shit. Like I'm literally looking at this person and I know this person's name is such and such, but they are literally looking like someone else, okay? And like I don't even know what to call it. Like I don't know what they're doing exactly, but it's like some hocus pocus as demonic shit, whatever it is that they're doing, okay? And I even noticed this for myself. Like something was being done. Okay, the woman who was supposed to be, per se, my mother. Okay, who was really not my mother. We're just gonna call her the adopted mother, right? Me and this woman has never looked alike. Okay, she's got other children, and their dad is light skinned, so they are light skinned, right? So they're not even the same skin complexion as her. She's dark skinned or what have you. But even it doesn't matter whether your kids are the same complexion or you or not, you can literally see people whose kids are actually their kids. It's still gonna have features of them, like look like them. Like if you've seen her daughter, she's light skinned, so they're not the same skin complexion, but you can literally see her in her daughter. You understand what I'm saying? They have their dad's skin complexion or what have you, but you can still see, certain traits from their mother, like in them. Okay, y'all. It never started. It wasn't until I started being targeted there was something, some type in the midst of some of the magic and different shit that they were doing on me. They started like projecting like her image on me, okay, even trying to trick me into, because I even began to, once I was awake and aware to what was going on and happening, I was speaking out about certain things. So now people go out their way. When I run into certain people or see certain people, whether it's that person or even their husband or somebody else, and there's also something to do with like pictures. They could be like taking your pictures or something like that and doing some type of magic or something like that. So be careful of people who want to take pictures of you side by side with somebody, like, and like, so that has happened. And then a person will make a comment and be like, yep, that is your mama, or yep, you look just like your mama. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not natural. That's not normal conversation for people who are family. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like unnecessary to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't be sitting, with people who's supposed to be like, yep, that's my grandma, that's my daddy, that's my child right there. Like, this, like, it's not normal conversation. You know what I'm saying? Especially when, and I'm talking about not like amongst strangers or something like that. Obviously people you don't know, you run into, you have a conversation with, and you're like, oh, is this your such and such, and you be like, oh yeah, that's my daughter, that's my son, this, that, and the other, whatever. I'm talking about amongst other people that's supposed to be family. Okay, so that's something that would not even regularly be discussed, because if all these people are family, it goes without saying, oh, you're such and such daughter, you're such and such son, or this, that, and the other, or whatever. But people going outside their way, even the actual supposed parent being like, and I am your mother. Like, what? Who says that? You understand what I'm saying? These are people are doing shit like this, and it's like, I'm hoping y'all understanding what I'm saying. But if you've ever been like, it's gaslighting, okay? It's trying to convince you of what they're saying, okay? And they're projecting at the same time, and it's like almost kind of like some destiny swap shit, but it has to do with like the physical appearance and the identity and different things like that, y'all. I kid you not, like, so not only whatever type of magic they were doing, not only were they trying to make me look like her, but they were attacking my body. So like, I've literally told y'all, there's like certain things, different things that they were doing to attack my appearance. They didn't want me to look attractive. So when they first started doing it, they made me lose Jurassic amounts of weight, okay? And then they were like literally doing ass magic on me to make my ass fat or flat. They did magic to like fuck up my teeth and shit like that, chip my teeth, make teeth swell out, like all kind of stuff. It was a whole humiliation ritual they was doing on me. This person, the adopted mother, even took me one time, or what have you, so distraught in the midst of like heavy spell work being done to me. Go to the beauty college place or whatever, and literally had these people to chop off my hair. They did a whole hair ritual where they chopped off my hair. My hair was used to do more spell work and all this other kind of shit. Like all kinds of shit, you know what I'm saying? And left my hair, it was like, looked like a hat job had been done to my fucking head, and my hair was like so short, like I was literally short. I still got a picture to this day, will show y'all. If I showed y'all that picture, you'd be like, that don't even look like you, bro. Okay. And so this is what they were doing, okay? So this person in particular, like, she used to smoke cigarettes. I don't know what it is about tobacco, but if you stop smoking tobacco like cold turkey, for some reason, not only do you usually pick up another habit to supplement your habit of using tobacco, but even if you don't, for some reason, if you stop smoking tobacco cold turkey, you will blow up like the Goodyear blimp. Like, literally, it's like a bunch of fucking, I don't even know what to call it. Like, almost like acid or something. Like you'll look, you begin to look really, really bloated. From not smoking tobacco. Like it's a trip or what have you. But anyway, y'all, so not only was just like in the face, like it's already bad enough me and her are like the same skin complexion, okay? But then they started doing the magic where our faces, you know what I'm saying, to try to make it look like I looked like her. Even was doing magic that, like, when you look at pictures and different things, they'd be like, oh, y'all look alike or some shit like that. We ain't never fucking look alike. I can show you pictures of me from when I was a teenager. We never looked the fuck alike, okay? Growing up through my entire life, never looked alike until I started being targeted and different shit, and then they was purposely doing this because now they know that I'm awake and I'm aware. I know what's going on. I know this person is not my mother. I done called this shit out. Now they're like gaslighting me, trying to make, and gaslighting is basically when a person is trying to make you believe something that is not the fucking truth, or like make it seem like you the one crazy that's out your mind and different shit like that or what have you, right? So not only was the like the face type thing, you know, with the identity and different things like that, they started doing things to my body to make us like be shaped alike, look alike, and different things like that or what have you. And the reason why I brought up that she used to smoke cigarettes, after she stopped smoking cigarettes, she gained a lot of weight and she like got really bloated and blew up like that. When I tell y'all they did the same exact thing to me, or what have you. And it was like some type of destiny swap thing going on. It's like she's trying to like sacrifice me, and she's trying to steal my fucking destiny for herself, sacrifice me so she can get some higher position and shit like that or what have you. So she began to lose weight when I began to gain weight. So they were doing some type of magic to make me look like her, be overweight, and you know, like literally make me look like her. Meanwhile, like, you know what I'm saying, she was like stealing my beauty, my image, my appearance, like all this other kind of shit. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm fucking saying, y'all, but I literally see, and it was like they were doing it so severely that even when I would like seeing other people, I'm like, why does such and such look like such and such? Like I kid you not, I was looking at certain people and I'm like, I swear to God, this person could be the child of such and such if I didn't know no better. Or this person looked like they could be the brother or the cousin, at least, or the uncle or something of such and such. Like, people was looking exactly the fuck alike. You understand what I'm saying? And I even seen it, like, it was happening so frequently. I'm like, something the fuck is going on here. Okay? Like, there's even, like, it even got to the point where, like, people that I know personally, there is certain celebrities that, like, something would go on where they would make these people, like look like these other individuals. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but anyway, guys, okay? Your mother and father are not your real parents, collective, okay? Nevertheless, you have been through a whole lot, collective, okay? Too many years you done paid the price, okay? They putting all this drama in your life. You have literally endured your entire life, collective, okay? If you're anything like myself, and these are general readings, y'all, okay? It's just when certain things come up that I can resonate with or identify with, I share certain experiences with y'all for, you know what I'm saying, to give a better, you know, clarity, a better understanding of what's happening or what's going on. Because a lot of times when people be going through or what have you, they be so caught up in their feelings and their emotions and how they're enduring and what they're going through and different things like that. They probably assume that nobody else is experiencing what they're experiencing or have gone through what they are going through or what have you. So sometimes it is helpful for other people to know, okay, well, I ain't the only one that's dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, guys, okay? You have gone through like your entire life, collective. And what I was about to say, if you're anything like myself, every year of my life, guys, on this earth, I can tell you, like, I've never known true happiness. I've never had true love, passion, romance. Just, you could name certain shit, and I've never fucking had it. Okay, some of the simplest shit that don't even cost anything, never freaking had it. Okay, every year of my life that I've been living, it has been like miserable. It's never been fucking happy. You understand what I'm saying? So you may be someone who has experienced that as well. And a lot of people think if you see somebody smiling or laughing or happening to be doing something fun and they out having a good time, that doesn't make a person happy. You know, anybody can go to a bar, to a club with some associates or some friends or something, have a couple drinks, dance or something like that, laugh at a joke or something like that. That doesn't mean that you're happy. Doesn't mean that you're fulfilled. You don't understand what I'm saying? Hell, you can watch a movie right now. You could be completely depressed right now, be sad right now in your life right now, and happy to look at a movie, watch a movie, or look at a comedy special or something, and a comedian or a jokester or something make you laugh. That doesn't mean you're happy. You just laughed about something in the moment. You understand what I'm saying? You are somebody who have literally paid the price with all of your pain and suffering that you have gone through all of your entire life, and it's like non-stop, never ending. These people continue to put drama in your life, collective, continue to attack you, work against you, you know what I'm saying, do everything that they possibly can, okay, to make your life a living hell. And that's what this is about. Too many years you didn't pay the price. So why do these people got to put all this drama in your life? Okay, you don't have parents. Okay, the people that you thought was your parents was not even your real parents. This means you have been lied to your entire life. This means what everything that you thought to be the truth in your life has been a fucking lie, and there's been a whole cover up. Okay, and I feel like when you all went through some type of awakening or had that light bulb moment, that aha moment, or whatever point in your life, collective, you begin to heal childhood trauma, okay? And many of you have cut off fake, phony, fraudulent family at the same time, okay? These are people who didn't love you, care about you, or support you anyway, okay? So you can't miss something you ain't never had, okay? That's why Spirit is saying never put your trust in mankind, okay? Because they'll fail you every time. Okay? It don't matter who it is. Man, woman, they will fail you every time. Okay? But there is something more sinister going on in this situation, guys. Okay? The higher ups is pulling the strings of all the puppets. So all the people who are involved, Spirit is referring to them as puppets, okay? Which means that these are individuals who are sellouts. These are people who are being controlled, who are being handled, who are being manipulated by a higher power, okay? Higher persons in power or authority, okay? Like dictators, okay, that's pulling the strings of all these puppets of individuals who are involved, okay, and the puppets are the individuals who are around you, okay, who are directly connected to you. Some of them are close to you, some of them are at a distance, okay, but they're all puppets. They're all being controlled by the higher ups, collective, okay. Nevertheless, meanwhile, you are being bombarded with oppression. You have been oppressed your entire life, collective, okay? This is the reason why you had to go through a period of healing from childhood trauma, collective, okay? But it's a little hard to heal from childhood trauma when you're going through adulthood trauma, okay? It's like trying to heal when your trying to heal trauma when your trauma has never even ended. You understand what I'm saying? That is just as hard as trying to forgive somebody. You know how when people be like, oh, just forgive and turn the other cheek and move on. The easiest way for like to forgive someone is if somebody did something to you one time, or you felt like you was wronged by somebody or what have you, and then they didn't do it anymore. You are able to forgive. You are able to heal from that. You are able to at some point move on. Okay, it will be hard as fuck to forgive somebody that's continuously attacking you, that's continuously doing things to you. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, give you an example. If I stepped on your toe and I didn't say excuse me, you can be like, you know what? I forgive you for that. You know what? Okay? But if I come and step on your toe every single day and maliciously, on purpose, now at this point it's being done on purpose. You are maliciously attacking me. You come back here and you step on my toe every day and not say excuse me. It's going to make it hard for you to keep forgiving me. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the same thing, okay? It's a little hard for you to heal from trauma. when you're still being traumatized. You understand what I'm saying? But you have worked diligently. You have been very focused in healing from childhood trauma, but technically you are still being traumatized. You are still going through some type of trauma right now, collective, okay? Which is the reason why you got oppression here, okay? I feel like with this oppression energy, this is the energy people will have wanted to control you and manipulate you. And, you know what I'm saying? Even as an adult, collective, okay? Want to treat you like you're beneath them, want to treat you like you're a child or some type of shit like that or what have you, but oppressing you, okay? When you're oppressing a person, you're depriving a person in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Spirit is saying, okay, this is the reason why Spirit want you to forgive for yourself. When you decide to forgive someone, you're not forgiving them for them. And even in it's something that people don't understand. Just because I forgive you and I heal from something and move on, don't means I got to fuck with you no more. Okay? Because see, then that would make me the fool. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? Fool me once, shame on you. Okay? Fool me twice, then I can't put the blame on you. I got to blame myself because I decided, I went back. I forgave you and continued to fuck with you, knowing that you was liable to hurt me again. So when you forgive, you forgiving for yourself. You're forgiving other people who have wronged you, but you are forgiving them not for them, not for the benefit of them, but for yourself, so that you can heal and so that you can move on, okay? But this is the reason why Spirit is saying forgive for yourself, but never forget, okay? Don't ever go back to nothing and nobody from the past. Period, point blank, okay? And with this black on black crime, our lives don't matter amongst our own kind. Even if you are not somebody who identifies as black or African American, this means that you have people of your own race who is working against you, okay? You have people of your own race who are indulging in criminal activity, who are doing hateful, toxic, or criminal things to you, collective, in an effort to hurt you, harm you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Spirit is saying, okay? It's what this black on black crime, our lives don't matter amongst our own kind, is here, okay? And many of you thought you knew a person. You thought you knew someone until you found out that their evil was hidden, collective. Some of these people, there's so many people that because they dress good and they look good and they carried themselves well and they had degrees or they was educated or they had a good job and this, that, and the other, we automatically assume that these was good, righteous, upstanding people. There are certain people that we just automatically looked up to, okay, because we thought that these were righteous people. And first and foremost, most of us, you wholeheartedly trust the people that you have been told is your family. Okay? Because family supposed to love one another, support one another, appreciate one another, have each other's back, so forth and so on. Okay? So you automatically, without a shadow of a doubt, trust people like your family. And then other than that, you trust elders, okay? You trusted elders in the church. You trusted elders in your schools. You trusted elders in the workforce. You trusted the elders in the government. And all of these people are some of the very people who are wearing masks, who are hiding who they truly are, okay? You thought you knew these people until you found out that their evil was hidden. Illuminati around here stealing minds, souls, and bodies, collective, okay? And probably damn near everybody that you have ever come into contact with, if you are resonating with this reading, collective, have been infiltrated, okay? Are sellouts, are stepping and fetching for the man, okay? They only give a damn about their own ill will, their own selfish gain or benefit, or however you want to see it, collective, okay? But the devil is around here jumping bodies. And the Illuminati, just seeing the Illuminati, you know, you could just look at it like a wealthy elite persons who are high up in power and authority that call themselves rulers and leaders and masters that's running, ruling, and controlling everything. Okay? Those are the individuals that's stealing minds, souls, and bodies. Okay? But you are awake and aware to these things now. And this is the reason why it's so hard for you to ever trust again, collective. You know once and for all that this world is evil and evil lives. Evil read backwards is live. Evil lives. Okay? And that's the reason why there is such corruption at every level, every branch of the government. This corruption within the government, the fact that the Illuminati is stealing minds, souls, and bodies, the black on black crime, the reason why your lives don't matter amongst your own kind is because your own people have been infiltrated by the higher ups that's pulling the strings of all the puppets. And this is the reason why people like yourself, has been oppressed and endured such trauma in your lives, collective. But this corruption within the government is tied into this organized crime. The very organized crime that took place within your life, collective. And many of you now know today that you are a targeted individual. These people, I feel like they could have been watching you and tracking and tracing you all your life. But you were never made aware of it until the moment that they realized that you awakened. The moment that they realized that you were awake, collective, is when they began to vigorously attack you and made you a targeted individual, collective. That's when they went to plan B and been doing everything in their power to sabotage you, ruin you, end you, betray you, stab you in your back, be cruel and brutal towards you, collective. That's the reason why you feel like, is it possible that once a target, always a target? Because it's like, it's almost like when they flip the switch and they turn this shit on and start doing it to you, it's like they're not able to turn it off. Does that mean you're going to be a target for the remainder of your life on this earth? Could you imagine? So what are you living for? Just to be tormented and harassed and stalked, bullied, threatened, hurt, harmed, endangered, manipulated by crooked, corrupt individuals all around you. That's why Spirit is saying the hate is real, collective. And the hate is real. I don't know if I ever told y'all before, but I kid y'all not. Out of all the things that I ever went through in life, no matter how much it hurt me, how much I was affected by it, collective, I was somehow able to heal and just move on with my life and kept on keeping on. You understand what I'm saying? I never knew, and it's been some people that have seriously hurt me. I got certain scars on my body right now today that comes from certain fucking people. Okay? Not to mention the eternal, the scars and things within that can't nobody see that others have caused. I never had hate. I had dislike to the point where I'm not going to fool with you no goddamn more. But many people who have hurt me, collective, I was so brainwashed and dumbed down and under mind control at one point in time. They had me so fucking head gone that people would hurt me, and after I was able to heal from the situation and move on, I forgave them people and allowed them back in my life, only for them to hurt me all over again, collective. Today, they mad today because they can't play in my face today the way they did before. Okay? Because when you know better, you do better. And they know I'm awake and aware now. And ever since I've been awake and aware, I've been being targeted and all this other kind of shit. So they know that I know, collective. Okay? So you start being targeted from the moment that they realize that you are awake, collective. But I never knew hate until the day that I realized that I was a targeted individual and what the shit was actually called and what was really going on. Because when it first started, you so fucking appalled. If you got any good sense, you want to make sure first that you not the fuck tripping. You know what I'm saying? I researched a lot of shit and studied a lot of shit and observed a lot of shit and took notes and some more shit. Like I was in fucking college or some shit to understand what was being done, what was happening the fuck to me. See, some people just go off on a limb, jump off the deep end, wig out, lose their mind, have a breakdown, and some more shit from this shit. I wanted to understand what the fuck was happening. I never knew hate until the day that I realized that these motherfuckers were so evil and so wicked to be doing. I was appalled at what these people was capable to fucking do to people. Like, we live in a world where we know evil exists. You understand what I'm saying? We know about robbers. We know people with, we know about the gangs. We know people with guns. We know, the fighters and different things like that. Normal shit that we grow up knowing about. Okay? Nobody ever taught us or told us a damn thing about these witches and warlocks and sorcerers and sorcerers and dark priests and dark priestesses, illusionists and hypnotists and voodooists and Wiccans and shit. Nobody fucking told us about these fucking demons and shapeshifters and demonic entities and deities and different shit like that. Like, nobody fucking taught us about all this fucking illegal fucking technology that they have to invade and violate people's mind, to trigger fucking people, to brainwash fucking people, and to manipulate people's thoughts and minds and dreams and shit, man. Nobody told us about this shit. So when that shit hits you all at one fucking time, if you ain't in your right mind, you can fuck around and lose your mind, man. That's why the hate is real. I never felt hate until I realized what these motherfuckers was really capable of. And that's when the veil was lifted from my eyes, and I seen just how evil and demonic and corrupt the industry was, and the government was, and all these people that paraded around like they was leaders. I ain't never idolized nobody, but I used to look up to these people. I used to believe in these people. I used to look at these people like they was somebody, like they made it, like they actually cared about the people, humanity, the planet and shit. I never imagined how fucking demonic and corrupt these motherfuckers were. How evil and wicked and toxic these motherfuckers were. And the shit that they were a part of behind the fucking scenes. I never felt hate, knew hate until then. And I almost feel bad for even having the feeling, having the emotion of fucking hate. To allow such evil fucking people to allow me to feel such emotion. I almost feel like I need to fucking ask for forgiveness or repent for feeling the emotion of hate alone. Because I hate these motherfuckers with a passion. They so fucking evil. You understand what I'm saying? The hate is real, collective, because you were blackballed, because you were blacklisted, because you were red listed or red flagged, because you was put on these motherfuckers hit lists and government watch lists because of discrimination, because of the murder plots against your life, because of the psychological operations, the psychological trauma, the mental conflict, the sabotage, the persecutions, the cruelty, the attacks, the domestic terrorism, the terroristic threatening, the betrayal, the cruel and unusual punishment, the hate crime, the abuse, the abandonment, the rejection, the targeting, the torture, the spell work, you being outcasted, you being manipulated, the racism, the colorism, the sexism, the bullying, the neglect. That's why the hate is so fucking real. And their hate for you is even real because for them to even do all that shit to you. You got people working against you right now, collective, that don't even know you from Adam, that you ain't never done nothing wrong to, ain't never said nothing wrong about. But they wholeheartedly hell bent on destroying the fuck you. That's what's going on here, y'all. When I clarify your mother and father are not your real parents, with too many years I done paid the price. Why you got to put all this drama in my life? We got justice here, guys. Okay, so the justice system, the government is behind the cover up or something of your real parents. The justice system is behind the secrets surrounding who you were told was your mother and father not being your real parents, collective. Okay, but nobody ever enlightened you about why that was exactly, guys. Okay, to clarify, too many years I done paid the price. Why you got to put all this drama in my life with healing childhood trauma and cutting off toxic, fake, phony, fraudulent family. We got trapped here, collective. Okay, too many years you didn't pay the price, collective, because they kept you, they entrapped you. They kept you stuck and restricted in doom and gloom and crisis, collective. They held you captive. They held you hostage. They restricted you. Okay? It's like being trapped is like an unfreedom type of thing. If you are trapped, you are not free. You understand what I'm saying? To clarify, never put your trust in mankind. They'll fail you every time. We got cult here, collective. With the higher ups is pulling the strings of all the puppets. These people belong to some type of satanic, masonic, demonic cult, collective. People that you once put your trust in. You did not know that they were a part of this demonic cult. And that's why they failed you every time, collective. To clarify, the higher ups is pulling the strings of all the puppets with oppression, collective. Collective, you have endured mind control as well as abuse and neglect, collective. Okay? Some of the people around you who is a puppet. The higher ups is able to control them because some of them could be under mind control, collective. But this oppression, this trauma that you have endured it had to do with you, these people entrapping you, placing you under mind control, abusing you, and neglecting you, collective. To clarify, forgive for yourself, but never forget, and don't ever go back to nothing and nobody from the past. With black on black crime, our lives don't matter amongst our own kind. We got accomplices and partners in crime, collective. These people who have worked against you, collective, are all partners, are accomplices and partners in crime, collective. That's why Spirit is saying, don't ever go back. You can forgive them if you want to, but never forget. Okay? And don't ever go back to nothing and nobody from your past, because they all accomplices and partners in crime. Every last one of them connect like dots. Even the people that you assume, that you think don't know each other, they do. Because they all are part of the same cult. And they're all accomplices and partners in crime. And they all partook and did they part in entrapping you, mind controlling you, gaslighting you, abusing and neglecting you. To clarify, black on black crime, our lives don't matter amongst our own kind. What you think you know someone until you find out they're even was hidden. Secret, collective. They've been working against you in secret, collective. Okay? There's been some type of secret mission, secret operation, secret goings on, collective, behind the scenes. Okay? I feel like this secret also has to do with the secrets surrounding you, your life, your real parents, your real family, collective. Because see, all these other people are nothing but ops that they have assigned to you, that they have recruited, that they have likely paid, collective, to play their role in your life. Illuminati stealing minds, souls, and bodies. When once you're awake, it's hard to ever trust again. This world is evil and evil lives. I'm seeing surveillance here, collective. This could have to do with some type of illegal, unwarranted surveillance, collective. Okay? These higher ups are watching you, are stalking you, collective. You could have been being tracked and traced your entire life, collective. Especially if you are somebody who has endured satanic ritual abuse, mind control. Okay? Trafficking, illegal implantations or chips and different things being put inside of you. These people have been surveillancing you your entire life, collective. But now you are finally awake and aware. Okay? You know for certain that this world is evil and evil lives. That's why it irritates me when people act like, like, sure, there are beautiful sights all over the world. Beautiful sights all over the world. But it doesn't change the satanic, masonic, demonic shit that is around you every day. We are living in a world with witches and fucking warlocks, man. We're living in a world with demons, shapeshifters, and all kind of other unhuman ass fucking beings here. Demonic entities and deities being conjured up and latching themselves onto fucking people. We are living in a toxic fucking world. And people just lie to themselves, playing pretend. Like this some lovely, wonderful fucking place. You know what I'm saying? People seem to feel good when they got money in their pocket. They got a nice at home, a nice car, and screwing the person that they want to screw in the relationship that they want to be in. Because you can, go to some fun, entertainment things. That's not happiness. Okay? Just because you can go on a vacation or go to a resort or go to a theme park or go to a sports game or, do whatever else it is that you want to fucking do does not make this world, does not change the fact that this world is fucking evil. The people in power are evil. The wealthy elites are evil. The rulers and the supposed masters that's running, ruling, and controlling this fucking world are evil. You're surrounded by nothing but evil. And I'm sorry, but there is no amount of positive affirmations and you lying to yourself and tricking your own brain into believing that this is some great world. And this is not some Debbie Downer, bitter bitch that is coming to you telling you this. It doesn't mean that you can't make the best of your life. In some way, shape, form, or fashion to it's good to know how to survive. It's good to know how to sustain yourself, how to, you know what I'm saying? Doing things to help you cope and all this other kind of whatever, okay? But it's something else entirely when you completely lie to yourself. You completely oblivious and blissfully ignorant to what's really going the fuck on in the world in which we live in. And it's not getting any better. This world is not evolving. It's only getting worse. You live in a world where other leaders are being, of other countries and shit are being bullied. Just to force them to conform and obey other fucking leaders from other goddamn places. Land and gold and oil being stolen. It's ridiculousness. Live in a world with fucking unnecessary ass wars and shit. It's pathetic. And positive affirmations is nothing but you lying to yourself until something good happens to happen. And then you lie to yourself again and tell yourself that it was some positive affirmations that made this good thing come the fuck in for you. Never mind the fact how long you had to fucking... Do you know how long people have been praying? Prayer, they also, the fake funny Christians say prayer supposed to change fucking things. You know how long people been fucking praying? For all kinds of things. Guess what? People still falling sick. People still dying. People still... All kinds of shit. You can have faith. You can believe. You can pray. You can do positive affirmations. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. But it will not change the evil and the wickedness of this world. Because the corrupt, evil, demonic, wicked beings of this world don't believe in no such fucking thing that y'all fucking believe in, nor are they doing that shit. They don't live by that. That's just what you were told. What you were told. To trick you into conforming and obeying and going along with all their rules, regulations, and bylaws. That's the reason why the majority of you are afraid of those of them who are high up in fucking power right now. You refuse, you're being abused and robbed blind every fucking day by some motherfucking pimps in power. And you refuse to stand up or fight the fuck back against them when it's way more of you than it is the fuck of them. You go and work your fingers to the fucking bone. And before you even see your check, them pimps in power get they cut. That's a pimp. They ain't nothing but pimps and fucking loan sharks. And they be sitting up trying to right or wrong regular, everyday, average Joe people there, and when they commit crimes on a daily fucking basis that they will never pay the fucking consequence for, but have the audacity to be trying to right or wrong you in your goddamn life. They say they can do what thou wilt, and that shall be the whole of the law, but you dare not. They expect you to do what they say, not what they fucking do. Bullshit. Robbing you blind in taxes every motherfucking day, and you struggling to take care of your families and feed your children and pay for insurance. You're paying for resources that are here naturally, that was made here naturally, that should be free to us. But them motherfuckers found a way to charge you for it, and you blindly, you ignorantly fucking pay them for shit that rightfully belong to you any goddamn way. You are literally being charged for staying on the only fucking planet that human beings know that they can fucking live and breathe on. Yet them bitches came along, said they was the ones in the fuck power, and decided to charge you the fuck for being on staying on the only fucking planet that you know you can live on. That is bullshit. And everything that they come up with is designed to keep us divided amongst each other, so that there will never be an uprising of everybody coming together and rising up against them to over fucking throw them and standing your ground and say, we're not paying these fucking taxes anymore. It's bad enough. It's hard enough obtaining the fucking money to buy any fucking thing, but you have to pay them motherfuckers every fucking year just to own anything. A car, a boat, a RV, a motorcycle, a house, anything. Why? You already paid for that thing and paid the sales taxes on that thing. Why are you paying for property taxes just to say you own something? To they motherfucking ass. Pimps and fucking loan sharks. They declare war. They tell you, in their man-written Bible, they said, thou shalt not kill. And then they even wrote it in fucking law. Killing, murder is a fucking crime. But them bitches can declare war any goddamn time they want to and go and kill up any goddamn body they want to. Any goddamn where. And make you fucking pay for it. How the fuck is it that you declare war? But every time you declare war, everything go up higher for the motherfucking citizens. You got to pay higher taxes, higher gas, higher groceries, higher every fucking thing. Off of them declaring war. That them bitches ain't gonna stand in front of the line on the ground, boots on the motherfucking ground and fight they goddamn self. They gonna send some motherfucking patsies out there to do their dirty work like they always do while they sit the fuck back and watch. And none of you will speak up against it. Rise up the fuck against it. Why? The fuck why? This is what's going on. That's why they don't like the fact that you are awake right now, collective. You know that this world is evil and evil lives. And you can lie to yourself if you want to. Acting like everything's okay until your number come up and it's your time to fucking go. But this corruption within their governments ain't going no goddamn well. That's the reason why there is corruption within the government in the first motherfucking place. And there's a whole cover up that is going on as it relates to it. There's a cover up that is going on as it relates to the evil that lives in this fucking world. There is a cover up that is going on of the corruption within the government. The same kind of corruption that ties into this type of shit right here. Do y'all know how many twins have actually been the fuck born? Did y'all know not that long ago the government was doing experimenting on fucking twins, and twins were purposely split up. One planted in fucking poverty, while the other one was planted, in middle class families, upper class wealthy families, and they experimented on them. It's for the fucking hell of it. Right along with all the other fucking experiments. Some of you that grew up in the system was abused in all kinds of fucking ways. Y'all wouldn't believe that more children get abused in the system than outside the system in whatever fucked up situation they came from. And that's a fact. Especially if you a ward of the state. Organized crime collective. There is something significant here. On organized crime, I'm getting missing here. You could be a missing person collective. You could have been missing as a child. There were several things that came out here. Not only did missing come out here, but I'm seeing child and fake death. So it's like you went missing as a child collective and they faked your death. So technically you're a missing person. They like faked your death, and I feel like they changed your identity. You're obviously alive, okay? But they faked your death. And they changed your identity and likely put you somewhere else. And I'm also seeing aliens on this too. So it was like missing, aliens, child, fake death is how it came out. Okay? On this organized crime. And is it possible once a target, always a target collective? This is the reason why they've been surveillancing you, watching you, tracking, tracing you all your life, collective. You went missing as a child and they faked your death, collective. And they placed you with people who is not your real parents, not your real family. And this is the reason why the government and this fucking satanic demonic cult is involved in this. And they have mind controlled you. They entrap. This is how they were able to entrap you. Mind control you, abusing and neglect you. This is what is top secret and classified when it comes to you, collective. And that's the reason why there's a whole bunch of accomplices and partners in fucking crime. Okay? And if you of color and you're resonating with this, you know good damn hell well other people of color that you know run their mouth like bitches. Okay? Love the fucking gossip and everything. Now think about those of them that you know, matter of factly, working against you right now. Ain't they lips sealed? That's some bit. Look, let me tell you something about black folk. When black folk ain't running their mouth about something, that's because they keeping the white man's secrets. They know they better not say nothing about what's going on. That's why all the black folks, if you are of color and you're resonating with this, okay? That's the reason why all the Negroes around you that's working against you, collective, ain't saying shit. And these is people that you grew up around and you know they gossipers. You know they stay running their mouths like bitches about anything going on, especially in the fucking hood. And after all these goddamn years you've been targeting all this shit going on, this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying? And every time you see one of these motherfuckers, they all got the same fucked up look on their face like they all got a secret. But ain't nobody saying shit. That's because they keeping the white man's secret. And that's because they all sellouts and they belong to some type of cult club and a secret society and binding contracts. They are being controlled. They're being handled. And they have been paid some type of incentives to work against you, but not tell you fucking nothing. They are keeping, when Negroes are that fucking quiet about anything that's going on. They are keeping the white man's secret. I'm trying to tell you what to know. To clarify, is it possible that once the target, always the target with the hate is real? We got man-made disaster. So what is going on here is a man-made disaster, collective. Why? Because this is a situation that was plotted, planned, schemed, set up, orchestrated, organized, arranged by certain individuals, actual persons. This ain't no natural disaster that's gonna occur. This is a man-made disaster. Okay? See, the problem is they never thought you would wake up, collective. The problem is that they thought that motherfucker juju they put on you, that voodoo that they put on you, that mind control that they put on you, that your ass would have never woke up. And if by the time you did, it would have been too late. They would have been ushered in the Antichrist by then. They would have been declared martial law by then. They've been, you understand, it'd be a new world order by the fuck then. But you woke up too soon, you see? And ever since you've been woke up, they've been shook up, and them bitches been scattered like roaches ever since. Motherfuckers that you knew, this is the reason why people that you knew all your goddamn life who hated one another came to fuck together to work against you. You all of a sudden became the common denominator that they all was fucking working against, collective. This all boils down to money, fraud, life insurance, and fucking greed is what this shit here tie into. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we got the devil here. These folks chained to the devil, collective. This is organized crime. That your family, your fake, phony, fraudulent family, and even your real family is involved in, collective. And now their ass is all sitting up in the fuck regret, collective. Yeah. Homicide. These are the type of people that sacrifice their own kind for a dime. This is the reason why the hell bent on sacrificing you, collective, because you know the truth, collective. Now they're trying to clean up what they done messed up. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's going on here, y'all. So I do hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation you may be dealing with, or pertaining to a situation you may know that someone else is dealing with if you are cross-watching. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond, 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who's interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $tip.diamond36, or through PayPal, which is PayPal.me/@36diamond. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Y'all, I forgot to pull the tarot for y'all. I forgot to pull the damn tarot for y'all, okay? But check this out here. You were stolen, collective. Seven of Swords is coming out on your mother and father, not your real parents. You were stolen, you were taken, you were abducted, okay? You would have been trafficked, collective, but you was placed with the people who was your real parents, okay? Because there's something, I'm seeing justice and the Star card here, collective, okay? Your real parent, you could have one of your real parents, okay, could have had some type of popular status, celebrity status, star status. They worked for the government, okay? I feel like at least one of your parents. Look, Seven of Swords here, collective. There's a lot of things that's been secret, hidden, and covered up, okay? A lot of things that's been going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind your back, collective, okay? Yeah. These people also have caused a lot of chaos and tragedies and upheavals in your life. Problematic situations have caused you stress, worries, depressions, and anxieties, collective. Okay? Yeah, you've had to heal from childhood trauma because, look, these people had you trapped, stuck. Look at this person who bound. They had you blindfolded. Okay? This person bound and tied around the arms, around the legs, around the ankles, and everything, collective. This is the type of trauma that you endure. That's that trapped energy, entrapped energy. You being in doom and gloom and crisis. You being stuck, restricted, captive, hostage, collective, okay? Unfreedom, collective. And you endured a lot of trauma because of this, spirit is saying, okay? Yeah, never put your trust in mankind. You was also trafficked. It's like you were held captive and hostage in some type of way, collective, and you were trafficked, spirit is saying, okay? You were trafficked. There's a lot of things, criminal activity that took place, a lot of secret things that went on behind the scenes, collective, that caused chaos and tragedies in your life, collective, okay? Yeah, that's what's going on here, y'all, okay? And never putting your trust in mankind, they'll fail you every time. That even includes your relationships, the relationships that you have been in, collective. Okay? Yeah. Look, 10 of Cups, 7 of Swords. These people are liars. They're not your family, collective. They stole you. You were stolen, collective. Okay? Yeah. And there's something significant to a large amount of money in a death here. Okay? There's something significant to a large amount of wealth and a death. Okay? That plays into this situation, okay? Yeah, never put your trust in mankind. They'll fail you every time. These people could even be trying to sacrifice you right now for a large amount of money. Or somebody could have passed away and left a large amount of money to you or for you, collective, that these people could have been trying to take or have stolen or hidden from you, collective, okay? Yeah, pulling the strings of all the puppets. The higher ups is pulling the strings of all the puppets, spirit is saying. Yeah. I'm seeing the 8 of Swords here, okay? Excuse me, not the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Coins here, okay? These higher ups is pulling the strings of all the puppets, okay? They're paying individuals, okay? Yeah. There's also some type of jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, or competition, okay, that is going on as well. These people, there's people who are like, out of all that you have been through, you got the, and it's like you got the least, you've had the least, okay, and gone through the most, yet you got people who have the destiny to be jealous, envious, and intimidated by you. It's crazy. The higher ups is pulling these strings of all the puppets, collective. It's just because they're the ones who are supplying some type of incentives or something to these people, like some type of money. The 8 of Coins is the money one makes from the work that they do. These higher ups know the truth, and this is the reason why or how they are able to pull the strings of all the puppets, spirit is saying, okay? Yeah, what's with this oppression? Judgment, collective, okay? These people call themselves being on a mission, taking some type of action, making some type of decisions of some kind, collective, to oppress you in some type of, this is the reason why you've endured such oppression, spirit is saying, okay? Yeah, judgment in the world here. They have oppressed you, like oppressing you was the judgment that they decide to make against you in an effort to bring about some type of completion or ending to you, collective. There was always, like, even before you awaken, collective, it was always a plan, a plot to sacrifice you at some point in time, spirit is saying, okay? Yeah. Yeah. 5 of Swords on forgive for yourself, but never forget and don't go back to nothing and nobody from the past, okay? These people have caused a lot of conflict in your life, spirit is saying, okay? These people they've caused a lot of conflict in your life in an effort to defeat you in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion, spirit is saying. These people have been abusive to you, hostile towards you. They've plotted, planned, and schemes on you, collective, okay? These are the type of people who use their willpower, their influence to manipulate things, to even manifest off of your energies, collective. These are also witches and warlocks, okay? These people did witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, and voodoo on you. They caused a lot of conflict in your life or what have you. You can forgive them if you want to, collective, but don't never forget and don't ever go back to those people, okay? Any of them, okay? Because they're all in on it, okay? The people that you thought were your family, your mama's side and your daddy's side, fake ass families, okay? Even your in-laws are involved, collective, okay? If you have in-laws or anything like that, okay, even people you have children with, they know what's going on, they are involved as well, collective. You can't trust none of these people, and don't trust none of them with your children or around your children either, spirit is saying. Black on black crime, our lives don't matter amongst our own kind. Yeah, these people neglected and abandoned you, collective. They left you out in the cold. They rejected you, alienated you, shunned you, disowned you. Uh, 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 yeah. They left you in turmoil and harsh conditions and financial ruins. You dealt with a lot of loss and a lot of changes, collective. You were left in lack and suffering and sorrow, collective, because of this black on black crime. Because our lives don't matter amongst our own kind, collective. Your own kind, your own. Speaking of your own race, fuck your own people, because we clearly know that these people are not your family, okay? But your own race of people, your own kind, still neglected and abandoned you and left you out in the cold, collective. Yeah. And they want to make you out to, they want to try to flip it, reverse it, and perverse it, and then make you out to be the fucking problem, deflecting from all the abusive and toxic things that they have done to you your entire fucking life, okay? It's easy for somebody to wait till somebody is a full-grown adult and be like, oh, I don't like such and such because of their beliefs. That's discrimination, bitch. I don't like such and such because their lifestyle. That's discrimination, bitch. Like, you don't understand what I'm saying? A person has free will to live their life the way they want to live their fucking life, okay? Which means you might be religious and I might be spiritual, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You might be straight and I might be bi, bitch, or gay, bitch. Like, whatever the fuck. But if you working against me, you committing a hate crime to fuck against me because you don't like me, that's discrimination. It's what the fuck that is. And I ain't got to be who the fuck you want me to be. Oh, they speak truth and clarity or whatever. If y'all notice what I speak truth and clarity about the most, I'm led by fucking spirits. So whatever comes out in the reading comes out in the fucking reading or what have you. What towards other people, I don't just be on get up and just be on some mean, malicious ass shit to attack other fucking people. Because most shit that have to do with individually with other people is their own personal business, bitch. And I don't care. Trust and believe me when I tell you. I don't fucking care. I don't care who you sucking, who you fucking, who in the closet, what you got, what you doing, where you at, where you going. No, none of that shit. If it happen to come out in my reading, it happen to come out. But when it comes to me personally, bitch, I swear to God, I ain't gonna never make it up. Anything I tell you is matter of factly the truth. And I wish a bitch would tell me that I can't speak about what the fuck I done been through. What I know matter of the motherfuck fact. Okay? That's a part of other people's testimonies. That's a part of my calling, okay? Because you don't know who else you gonna help or you gonna lift up or you gonna wake up around this bitch. And if you mad the fuck about that, then we gonna be beefing for fucking life, bitch. They neglected you and abandoned you and left you out in the cold, collective. And you know what I'm saying? In this toxic, demonic ass behavior that they in, because they greedy and materialistic, they narcissistic, and they south node, they shadow side, they dark side, collective. They full of lust, temptations, desires. They got addictions and addictive patterns of behavior and got the audacity to be working against you, collective. Yeah, you think you know someone until you find out they evil was hidden. You think you know someone until you find out that evil was hidden. Collective, these people been gossiping about you, talking about you, dragging your name through the mud, spreading rumors about you, trying to humiliate you, illegally surveillancing you, stalking you, harassing you, tracking you, okay? And all kinds of things, collective. Yeah, you think you know somebody until they evil was hidden. And somebody that's been talking about you like a dog, collector, spreading rumors about you is somebody who is a hierophant energy. This bitch could be an ordained minister. This bitch could call themselves being a religious leader. Or this is somebody who got some, who is in some type of position, title, or role where others look to them for guidance in some type of way. A lot of times a hierophant is usually seen as somebody who carries religious value. You know, act like they stand for religious traditions, like they have values, like they all for family and marriage and, you know, in conventions and institutions and all conservative ass motherfuckers, but they run their mouth like a bitch. You around here gossiping and talking about people, dragging other people's name through the mud. You need to test somebody else down to make yourself look the fuck better. You around here setting people up, stalking people, harassing people, sabotaging and ruining people, health, well-being, finances, job, relationships, love lives, and some more shit, because you don't want the next person to be happy, because you jealous of them, envious of them, intimidated by them and shit. I'm telling you, whoever been putting out, spreading some type of gossip and rumor, been cutthroat and ruthless towards you, spreading some type of gossip and rumors and slandering you, backbiting and backstabbing you, collective, been surveillancing you and watching you and stalking you and shit, is somebody that's in this hierophant energy, man. You didn't know this person's evil was hidden, collective. They evil was hidden, collective. Yeah, this is somebody who has ultimately betrayed you. They stabbed you in your back. They sabotaged you, ruined you, tried to end you. They was disloyal to you, to collective. They were cruel to you, brutal to you. They did unusual things to you. They wanted there to be a fatal ending or a dead end when it comes to you. This person even did things on purpose to make you look like a failure, to make you fail, to hit rock bottom, to make you have a breakdown. This person wanted you to have a psychotic break, a mental breakdown publicly, so they could make it seem like you was crazy and out your mind, so they could try to set you up, to lock you up or institutionalize your ass in some type of fucking way. I'm trying to tell you, collective. Yeah, Illuminati stealing minds, souls, and bodies, and they think you boo-boo the fool. They think you too stupid to fucking know. Yeah, Illuminati stealing minds, souls, and bodies. You got ex-lovers, collective, who was sellouts and you ain't even know. Illuminati stole their mind, soul, and fucking body, and that's why they've been working against you, collective. That's why they worked against you, collective. Illuminati stealing minds, souls, and bodies or trying to fucking earth angels and shit, collective. What is this Illuminati stealing minds, souls, and bodies? Yeah. Your father, the Illuminati could have stole the mind, soul, or body of your father. This emperor here is a father or father figure, collective. I'm also seeing a king of wands here, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, masculine individual here, collective. Okay. I'm also seeing the Three of Pentacles, collective. The Three of Pentacles is a group of people, a team of people, a collaborated a group of individuals who come together, collaborate together, work together for the purposes of money. So it's a whole bunch of people who sold out and worked against you for nothing more than the purposes of money, because the Illuminati stole their mind, soul, and their body, collective. No bullshit. I offer you no lies, I tell you no tales. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Illuminati stole their mind, soul, and their body. Empress, okay? Mother figure. Illuminati stole their mind, soul, in their body. Queen of Wands. Illuminati stole their mind, soul, in their body. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Be a water sign individual. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Illuminati stole their mind, soul, or their body. And their body, collective. Yeah. It's a lot of people. Sellouts around here. You ain't even know it. Knight of Wands. Illuminati stole their mind, soul, in their body. Queen of Swords. Illuminati stole their mind, soul, in their body. All these face cards coming out. King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, yeah. Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Illuminati stole their mind, soul, in their body. King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Illuminati stole their mind, soul, in their body. King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Illuminati stole their mind, soul, in their body. You understand what I'm saying? Knight of Swords. Stole their mind, soul, in their body. Knight of Pentacles. Stole their mind, soul, in their body. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I think it's a game when it's really not. Spirit, clarify. Once you are awake, it's hard to ever trust again. This world is evil and evil lives, collective. Yeah. When you awaken, collective, it was like, you know, like after I was awake, I'm like, damn, I don't know what's worse. Being awake or being a fuck asleep. Because when you was asleep, collective, all the fucking shit that you going through now, you wasn't dealing with the fuck then. And likely when you were asleep, you were in your south node, okay? So you probably, you know, was maybe living a little careless, a little reckless. For some of you, not everybody lives careless or reckless, but you know what I'm saying, may have been living in sin or whatever. However you want to look at it, collective. You weren't dealing with all the shit that you're dealing with now, since these people know that you are awake and aware, collective, okay? So it caused you a lot of heartache and heartbreak and sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, and anguish, collective, okay? Once you are awakened, collective. What is this corruption within the government, spirit? What is this corruption within the government? Another Knight of Cups here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Corruption within the government, spirit. I feel like I need another J. I feel like this corruption in the government has to do with, you know, These cards went everywhere. This corruption in the government has to do with the decisions that they have made, collective. What is this corruption within the government, spirit? Is it possible that once a target, always a target, collective? Okay. And we got the Ten of Wands here, collective. This is because you could feel like this, collective, because of all the burdens and the hardships and the problematic situations that you have endured, collective. The instability, the overwhelm, the stress, the responsibility, the lot that is weighing on you, collective. Okay. Look at this card right here, man. You see this woman sitting here alone and she's carrying all these wands, okay? All of this is burdens and hardships and problematic situations and stress and overwhelmed, feeling overworked, imbalanced, unstable. But look down here. There's a whole motherfucking, what you call these things? Treasure things that is full of fucking treasure that belongs to her. But yet she's sitting here with all these fucking burdens, okay? And she's looking in another direction, okay? Some of you had no idea that this wealth belongs to you. You know now, okay? But these people are still causing you burdens by targeting you, collective. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Because you're an earth angel, collective. You're an earth angel. You're one with the divine, with the spiritual realm, collective. You're a star seed, a highly sensitive indigo. You're a chosen one. You're an earth angel, okay? There's like this sense of purity or innocence or something within you, collective, okay? I feel like you've been patiently waiting, collective. You've been doing things in moderation, perfecting balance, collective. Okay? Corruption within the government, spirit. What is this corruption within the government? Two of Swords. I'm telling you, this has to do with some type of legal decisions or some type of knee-jerk decisions, okay, that was made because of this corrupt government or the corruption within the government, spirit is saying, okay? Yeah. I'm also seeing the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords, collective. You could have been institutionalized. This corruption in the government, collective. You could have been institutionalized or hurt because of this corruption in the government, but you sustain, because of it, you sustain some type of mental conflict, psychological trauma from it, collective. Stress, worry, depression, anxiety, because the Four of Swords can speak of somebody being hurt, injured, in need of help, healing, recovery, recuperation, hospitalization, or something like that. You were injured or hurt or silenced or isolated or hospitalized or institutionalized or something by these people, and they did something to you, collective, but you ended up being in a Nine of Swords, mental conflict, mental anguish, psychological trauma, and different things like that, okay? Because of the decisions that was made by this corrupt fucking government here. Two of Swords, Four of Swords with the Nine of Swords. Organized crime. Okay? Organized crime. And this could have been them putting you in some type of government facility to mind control you, collective. Brainwash you. Do certain things on you or to your body and different things like that, collective. Organized crime. Organized crime. Due to this organized crime, what the things that they did to this organized crime had to do with some type of changing of something, something shifted, something changed, okay? They changed something, collective. I feel like this is tied to when you went missing, okay? There's something about you being missing. Remember the other cards that came out there, collective? What is this organized crime, collective? This also could have tied into like trafficking. Organized crime, spirit. I need to get another deck. It has to do with something that they changed. Something that they changed, and it was something about money. Eight of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles here. These changes had to do with a large amount of money, okay? Spirit is saying, okay? And something was done when you were a child. I'm seeing the Page of Cups here. Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups here, okay? This is something, this organized crime, this is something that they did when you were a child, okay? And I feel like that is tied to that energy. Remember missing, okay? Child, fake deaths, aliens came out on this area right here, okay? Spirit, clarify the hate is real. The hate is real. You could have your guards up, collective. You could be protecting yourself, defending yourself, collective. Standing your ground, collective. something be significant to some type of swift fast communication, message, news, or information, collective. Yeah. I'm also seeing the Five of Cups here. Sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret here, collective. The hate is real. And everybody think it's a game, but you playing with other people's lives. Okay? Everybody think it's all fun and games to play with other people's lives. Sabotage and ruin other people's damn lives and shit, Spirit is saying. But they wouldn't feel the same if that shit was being done to them in their wretched ass lives. Yeah. There seems to be some, you got the Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups speaks of extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions, collective. You also could be a High Priestess, collective. I feel like you're somebody who is highly intuitive. You could be empathic, knowledgeable, psychic, enlightened, wise, individual. Spirit is saying intuitive. Okay. So we're going to wrap this up, guys, okay? I totally forgot to pull the tarot for you all as it relates to these messages, okay? But I do hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking. Until the next time, guys, peace, love, and light. Namaste.